Okay, hello you guys. Serena Williams here, and I'm pretty much just shooting this video because on a daily basis I always get asked like, oh, are you named after Serena Williams, a tennis player? And I always have to say no. So I was like, well, let me just put a video together explaining how I'm not named after Serena Williams and how we are two totally different people, but Google thinks otherwise. So first, I'm just going to start out with my chart because I wrote up a little chart about how we're two different people and how there's no possible way that I could have been named after her. I need a pointer. Okay, so the first thing is going to be pretty much we have two different spellings of her name. So Serena Williams uses Serena and I use Sirena. So that is one reason why Serena Williams and I are two different people. Reason number two, Serena Williams is possibly like two times my size. Don't get me wrong, she's a really pretty woman, she's really beautiful, and she's really big at the same time. And most of the people that I find that are in my profession are also really big. So I've learned that I'm going to be probably one of the smallest people out there on the track. So with that being said, I drew up a little picture if I would ever meet her as to how like our size comparison would be. And so as you can see, this is Serena and then this is me. So I would imagine she's almost like in this drawing about 2 times my size, and my sister is 2 times my size. She's really big, but big as in tall, not big as in wide. Or I guess really tall, I should say, grammatically correct or politically correct, whatever. I would imagine that she's a lot bigger than I am, because in the picture she looks like she's a lot bigger than I am. So that's all I have to go on. So that would be my second reason as to why me and Serena Williams are two different people and why I couldn't possibly be named after her. Third reason is age. I'm not exactly sure how old she is, but unless my mom was like 7 or 10 or some young age that is not able to bear a child, there is no possible way that I could have been named after Serena Williams. Now, we all know moms have special magical powers. So with that being said, unless my mom can like read the future or knows what the future is, there's no possible way that I could have been named after Serena Williams. And then I believe I have one more point as to why we are two different people and how I could possibly not have been named after her, even though this reason doesn't really, I don't know, add to why I couldn't be named after her. But anyways, so she plays tennis and then I run track, which are two totally different sports the last time I checked, and that's just me personally. If they have merged track and field with tennis, then someone please send me a message letting me know so I can try to win this sport. Technically, I am undefeated in tennis. I played one tennis match in high school against one of my best friends, and I beat her, so you can say I am on Serena Williams level when it comes to tennis because I'm undefeated. The second thing what number am I on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so the sixth thing I want to do is I want to actually go to Google and show you guys what happens when I type my name into Serena Williams. I guess this video is also just about having the same name as celebrity and the things that you kind of experience. So, I don't know if you saw it before. A minute ago, there we go. This is what I actually want to show you. So whenever I type my name into Google, this is what pops up. The only reason that and my name is always spelled wrong. The only reason that I'm popping up now is because this is my computer, so it knows like, oh, this is Serena Williams' computer, so this is why we know to show her information. But normally, this is what happens whenever I type my name into Google. So Serena Williams will pop up all over the place. And then I have to specifically type. So you see how it's like search instead for Serena Williams. But it says showing results for Serena Williams. If I'm confusing you, I'm sorry. Serena Williams. So now when I type my name in, of course I pop up. So it's my profile from Davis, my YouTube channel, Twitter, LinkedIn, and then a bunch of cool images. I have no idea who this guy is, but he says his name is Serena Williams, so I mean, I can't really knock that if that's his name. And then this girl's Serena Williams too. I wonder what she does. But there's a lot of people named Serena Williams. I'm not the only person. And then if I really want to know how I'm doing, if I type Serena Williams track and field, all of my track and field stuff pops up. So I do have somewhat of a presence on Google. Like, Google knows I'm a real person and that I do real things. Cool. So this is like my Oxy race, and then there's the other Serena Williams again, and there's me and me and me again. So, and my WordPress blog, and oh, that must be who the other Serena Williams is. Looks like she does track too. And then Pinterest stuff and other things, and tons of cool Serena Williams stuff. So if you ever wonder what it's like living with like a celebrity name, it's actually really fun. I enjoy it. I know a lot of people hate the fact that they have celebrity names, but I like to embrace it. It's like an icebreaker for me. There's so many times where like I'll go to like a club or fly on an airplane or I don't know, buy groceries, and for some reason they need to see my license or my credit card, or the receipt, and they'll see like Serena Williams, and then they'll look at me, and then they'll look at the receipt, and then they'll look at me, and they'll look at the receipt, and it's like this disconnect because they're so used to seeing the other Serena Williams, the tennis player, on the TV, and they're just like, oh, you have the same name as Serena Williams, and I'm like, yeah, or she has the same name as me, even though technically we spell them differently, so it's not the same name. But it's fun. I like it. It's a cool icebreaker. It's more fun when like people look at my name and they want to say something and they don't, and I'll just sit there and wait for them to say something, and then when they finally say something, I'm like, I'm glad you said something because I could tell you wanted to, and then they're not as embarrassed as they were before. Mainly because I know people who have this like same name celebrities, like a lot of people hate it, and I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe it's because they won't be able to make their name famous, but I mean, that's up to them. They can make their name famous again if they want to for a different reason, but they just choose not to for whatever reason. So I'm not really sure why they hate it. Or maybe because their whole life growing up, they're like, oh, you have the same name as Jessica Biel, or I don't know, whatever kids do. Kids are really mean, so maybe they got mocked for it their whole life. But I really like it. It's really fun. I haven't gotten anything free yet, but I do use it as an icebreaker when people see, like, oh, you have the same name. It normally, like, takes their guard down, and they're really nice, and then we have a really fun conversation. So it's really fun when people, like, notice it and say something about it versus when they notice it and they want to say and they don't say anything. I normally say something if I notice that they notice that I have the same name as a celebrity. So, and then they're like, oh, God, because I didn't want to say anything and you get mad at me. And it's just like, I don't really care. Like, it's fun. I have the same name as a celebrity. I wasn't named after her. We're like probably 3 or 5 years apart in age, so there's no possible way. But I always get fun messages from like people overseas, like, oh my God, I love you so much. Can I come see your tennis match? Or, oh my God, Serena, you're the love of my life. Please marry me. Or, I will give you the world, like, if you want me to. And I'm just like, I have to send them messages back, like, I'm not the tennis player. I'm just Serena Williams, a track star. And then they'll be like, no, it's okay. I won't tell anybody. So even when I do tell them, like, I'm not the tennis player, they just think, I don't know, for whatever reason, that I don't want anybody to know about my Facebook. But it's like, we look like two different people, and then I guess, you know, there's that all black people look alike, and all Asians, and all white people, and all Mexicans, and stuff like that. But anyways, like, in my opinion, we look like two totally different people. And then as far as like the height and the size and the sport, because on my Facebook page there's nothing but like track stuff. So I don't know, maybe I turn into Serena Williams, the tennis player, on some days, and I'm just unaware of it, kind of like that movie Being John Malkovich, I believe. So maybe that happens to me overnight and I just don't know it. I don't know, but I thought I'd shoot this video just pretty much to explain, like, having a same name as a celebrity and then how I feel about it. I really don't mind. I think it's fun. I embrace it. I will make my name famous one day, as far as Serena Williams, like my name, Sirena. And you know, one day I'm gonna type my name onto some random browser on Google, and then I'm gonna pop up, and then they're gonna be like, or you're gonna type in the other Serena's name. They're gonna be like, "Did you mean Serena Williams, a track star?" And then I'll be like, "Yeah." But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had fun making it. And I will talk to you guys later. Oh, I gotta do a weekend update. But yeah, have fun, you guys. Bye.